I'm gonna wait about 1 minute before I get started. Hopefully I get a viewer, maybe two. All right, the minute is up. What's up, guys? It's your girl Jennio.Vittles with the School of Heat, and class is now in session. Today, we are going to be making some Mexican street corn chicken tacos. A long title, but a delicious name or whatever. So we're doing kind of 30-minute meals when I'm doing these. So if after a long day like I have, we've been going all day, we're going to make these from start to finish. So first what I'm going to do is I have a bunch of cilantro. I have a jalapeno. What I'm going to do, I'm probably going to use maybe about half of this bunch of cilantro. This is washed and stuff already. I'm going to do my prep. I'm just going to give my cilantro a rough chop. This is going to be put into my Mexican street corn that we're going to cook here in just a second. And this is a quick and easy recipe. I initially had some whole ears of corn that I was going to roast, but apparently I had them out too long and they molded. They were the ones like in the package before, so I'm using canned corn today. Still going to be just as good. Okay. Still got some bigger leaves here. It has been a thankful Thursday. Almost the week is almost done. Okay. My cilantro is looking good. A nice rough chop on that. Then for my jalapeno, I'm just going to cut the top first. I'm not going to keep the seeds. So I'm just going to cut those out. Actually, you could just open the jalapeno up and tear the insides out. Okay. So I'm going to take these out. I'm going to slice these, not slice it, I'm going to dice this into very small pieces because it's going to go into my like Mexican street corn dip. So I like to prep first. Make sure you wash your veggies and stuff before you prep, because at the grocery store you get them, people with all kind of germs and stuff is touching it, and you don't want to consume that, especially when you have it fresh. So make sure you wash it yourself when you get it home. Sometimes when I am cooking or cleaning my stuff, I like to use a little white vinegar, maybe a little, oh, somebody from Poland. Welcome. Greetings from Cincinnati, Ohio. Welcome. So today I am going to be making some Mexican street corn chicken tacos. So I'm doing like a 30-minute meal from start to finish, and just showing people how quick and easy that you can make a meal for yourself or a family after a long day, and it doesn't take a whole bunch of effort, and it's still going to be delicious. Okay, so now all my chopping, the main stuff that I have to chop is done. Okay, so my jalapenos, they're diced pretty small. My cilantro, I'm going to switch these out for a moment so I can get my chicken done. So I'm going to trade my cutting board. That's usually for my veggies. This is for my meat. I'm doing well. How are you today? Happy Thursday. I am very excited that more people are joining. I was kind of nervous because I'm like, I hope I get one person today. And I have quite a few already. So thank you for joining me. If you don't know, my name is Jennio.Vittles with the School of Heat. Okay, classes in session. So anyway, I am going to be using the chicken tenderloins. Now, these are washed and stuff already. What you want to do is this little tenderloin piece here, you can easily take those out. What I like to do is use one napkin, hold this little tenderloin piece that is hanging down like this, get your fork, and just pull down. Push all the way down, and that tenderloin comes right out. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Okay. So in case you didn't know how to remove this little thick tendon that's in the middle of those tenders, just get your napkin, hold your fork, and look how easy and quick they come out. So you don't have to do too much effort at all. Okay. So how are you guys? Did you guys have a good day today? It has been very rainy here in Ohio, off and on all day today, and also like the humidity. I have seasonal allergies, so it is getting to me and my son. But other than that, it has been a very good day. Had a nice good workout this morning at the gym. So of course my my body is sore. I did a full body today. And I'm very excited to eat this dinner today. So those that are joining me, where is everybody else from? I know we have one person from Poland, which is awesome. I also don't know the time difference there. Is it like morning or evening there? It is like a little after 5 p.m. here. Oh, we got a New Yorker here. Yeah, those allergies are no joke. And like before, I've always had them, but I didn't know how bad they were. I guess they said something about the area of Cincinnati, Ohio. It really heightens it. And I remember my first year moving here, I thought I was having like a heart attack. And it turns out it was just seasonal allergies trying to kill me. So, very cautious about that. How's the weather over there in New York? And Poland too, for that matter. Do you guys have a heat wave yet, or is it still like teetering in and out? Like, I want to be warm, but not yet. Coat's still out. Good grief. This last one don't want to cooperate. Hold on, we got it. There we go. So you can see how quick and easy that was to get all those tendons out of there. I'm just going to move my stuff over to the side here. Okay, so now that those are already clean, tendons removed, I am going to season with just a little olive oil first. Okay, maybe like a tablespoon or two, not a whole bunch. And then I'm going to season with Niagara Grill. This is the best low sodium all-purpose seasoning. I use it all the time. It is low purpose. You can get on like Amazon, TikTok Shop, Walmart.com, Etsy, everywhere. So if you see this and you need lower sodium seasonings like myself, this is it right here. So today I'm using the extra hot. They have different spice levels. Okay. So we're going to season that up pretty good. I'm using just a little bit of cumin. Oh, my baby Layla's on here. Hi, dear. I hope school was good today. Okay, I'm going to be using some cumin here. Just a sprinkling. Sometimes people ask, like, how much should I put on here? I usually am seasoning until the spirit is telling me that's enough. But to give a rough estimate, usually when you're seasoning, it's usually between like 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on what the meat is. Especially like ground turkey, you want to season that heavily because it is already bland on its own. I'm using some chili lime seasoning for my chicken necks. Oh, okay. Then what part of Ohio are you coming to? Hopefully you have decent weather for you. Then we have onion powder we're going to add in here. Now, also, we are doing like a one-pan meal. We're not using a whole bunch of dishes tonight because, like I said, it's been a long day and we're doing the bare minimum, but still having a delicious meal. I'm going to go ahead and mix that together until everything is seasonings over all of it. I'll show you like a piece of one. You can see that they're well seasoned. Okay? So we're going to set that to the side for just a second. Well, wherever you go, be careful, okay? You are in Ohio. Okay, so we're going to start with our corn mixture first. First, let me wash my hands because I was just dealing with raw chicken and you need to have your hands clean. We're not doing cross-contamination. Just a sec. Okay. Scrub it up. Okay, so first what we're going to do, let me show you what I have here. I'm going to use this bowl. Let me wipe this area first where I have some seasonings. Make sure you clean as you go. Now, of course, I can't clean as I wash dishes as I go right now because I'm doing this live, but try to clean your area as you go. I have 2 cans of drained corn. I usually use the ears of corn, but it was expired, or it was moldy, so I had to go with the canned stuff. It's gonna be just as good. Okay, so I have my corn here that's drained. We're gonna make our little sauce first. We're gonna make, now I'm cooking on a small area, so that's where things are all over if I step out for just a second. I know they have a bunch of trampoline parks to one here in Cincinnati. I think it's called oh, the cops. Oh, you talk about like an outside trampoline park? I don't know anything about that. I do know the inside ones. Or people must have really been cutting up for the cops to be called. So I'm going to be using Greek yogurt. I'm going to use about a cup of Greek yogurt. Okay. And then, yes, I'm using the same spoon. I'm also going to be using about 1/4 cup of mayo. Okay. So 1/2 cup in total for both. Let me set these to the side. Fist fights. Now, first of all, if you're going to a place for fun, why are you fighting? I say I don't like stuff like that when you bring the vibe down and ruin the environment for everybody else that's there to have a good time. Especially like my son, he likes to go, he has ADHD, so he likes to go and jump and be wild and free and have a good time and not be there to see people fighting. Thank you, I appreciate that. All the food is made with love. Okay, so we're going to season first. I have this everything but elote. I got this from Trader Joe's. We're going to season our sauce with this. We're also going to season our corn with that when we roast it here in just a second. Okay. I'm going to come in with just a little tahini. It has a little spice, and you can tell I'm almost out. I'm going to put some of this in here, a few shakes, so it's not overbearing. I am going to put some lime juice. I wish I had fresh, but I don't, so it is what it is. I'm going to give a good squeeze of that in there. I kind of want it like chipotle, but I don't have that. I'm going to put a little taco seasoning in here just for a little something, something, okay? Close that up. And then I'm just going to put 1 packet of Sazon in here. Some people say Sazon, Sazon, however you pronounce it. I'm just going to put 1 packet in here. We're going to mix it together, and then we're going to give it a taste. And no, that's not the final ingredients. We got a couple more things. People were not leaving when I asked them to leave. Yeah, y'all should have been compensated for that. You want to have a good time, and people are ruining the fun? No, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to mix this sauce together first and give it a taste test before I put all the other ingredients in, just in case I need to adjust the seasonings on here. So this is what it looks like here. I want to give it a test. I think I can use a little bit more lime juice. So I'm going to add a little more. It needs just a touch more acidity. And maybe, I think I want to spice it up a little and put some of this chili lime seasoning in there too, to add with the vibes. I said a little and then put quite a bit in there. Let me give it another quick little taste. Un momento, please. Okay, perfection. So now I have my cilantro, my rough chop I did there. I'm not going to use all of it because I kind of want to garnish some of it on the top. And then I'm going to put my diced jalapenos in there. These are going to be fresh. I'm not going to cook them. So it's going to have a little spice element. I do have some... Please hold just a second because I forgot to get my cheese out the fridge. It's right here. Still here with y'all. Okay. So I'm also going to be using some cotija cheese. I'm going to shred that. Let me get my life together and move my things around. Let me cut this open. Now, cotija cheese is very good and easy to crumble. And it's mainly for, I mainly only use cotija cheese when I'm making like some kind of taco or something like that. But, actually, this is queso fresco. Never mind. You see how easy it crumbles? Just put your fingers together. Give that a crumble in there. If you have some green onion, you can put some in here too. But my little pieces were, your grapes look really good. What kind of grapes you got? Okay. Anybody else in here from Ohio, or where is everybody else from? We got a Poland, we got a Milwaukee, we have a Ohio, me of course. So where's everybody else from? Okay. Let me wipe this into the sink. We're gonna mix our sauce together, and then we're gonna go right over here to the stove. So let's mix this all together. It looks like this. Nice and thick and delicious. We're going to set it to the side right here. Okay, very good. What's the art project? I'm going to turn you guys around here. Well, first, hold on. Turn my stove on. Give me a second because I'm old school too. I know, never mind. Okay, so I'm going to be using this steakhouse butter. I know I could use regular, but I want to use a flavored butter. Let me get a spoon really quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to use just a little bit of this butter. We're going to put it in our pan over here. I have no idea why it's so dark, guys. I'm sorry. And I don't know. Oh, can I turn my flash? Oh, look at there. Okay, look at me learn. You could definitely add some tequila to it, but my 10-year-old son is going to be consuming this, so I'll have to omit that for right now. Okay, so we have my steakhouse butter we're going to melt down for just a second, and then we're just going to roast our corn or saute our corn for just a few minutes here. Okay. Looking good. Now I do have 2 cans of corn here. Okay, that's good. I always enjoyed art. I think I have a lot of artists in my family, so that's awesome. I used to actually my first undergrad degree, I wanted to be in fashion marketing. I like to do a lot of drawing then, so I still get to do that sometimes here and there. But my main thing is I love cooking. I love to like film different things, socializing, travel, my family. I love the movies. I'm a huge movie buff. Stuff like that. So we have our corn going. I'm going to put it on a kind of a high. I have a gas stove so you can see that it's on a high because we wanted to get kind of a crisp to it. And I'm just going to season with some of this, some more of this everything but elote seasoning. We're going to season that all over because even though we season the sauce, we still going to do the corn because we do things in layers. That's how you get the full flavorful dish, okay? A little bit of that. I'm going to squeeze, after this is done, just a little fresh lime juice over there. That's fantastic. Listen, God leads my life too. I'm nothing without him. Okay, we got our tahini. We put just a little bit in there for our seasoning. That should be it. We're going to give this a saute for just a few minutes. It doesn't take long at all. And if you can hear, I actually have some gospel music playing in the back. Sometimes I have no problem talking in front of people and things like that, but even just a little gospel music helps keep me calm. And it's just a good thing for me. Okay? Now, I wish I was able to put this corn on the grill. but I didn't have the time. Okay, so we are going to multitask real quick. I'm going to turn my camera around here. Now, I want to fry my tortilla shells. Hold on. Where's the oil? Okay. So we're going to crisp up some tortilla shells as well. So I'm going to use my skillet that I have here. And then I'm going to be using some white corn tortillas. Oh, okay, I understand. Just stay true to what you believe in, and it'll take you far. Okay, so what we're going to do first, I'm going to put just a little bit of oil in here because I need them to crisp up to make a shell. So I am going to pour. We're not doing a whole bunch of, yes, I'm going to turn my camera around in just a minute, but I also need my hands free so I'm not making a mess, so I can manage. Okay, so I'm going to get a couple. Now, just for time's sake, I'm only going to be doing a few of these tortillas just to show you how I do them. Okay, so I have just a little oil here. I'm going to turn my camera around. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. Let me get my flash going again. There we go. Our corn is doing very nicely. I kind of want to just cook all the moisture out of it before we put it into our sauce. Okay? And let it cool down for just a sec. So this is looking delish. I'm going to let this continue. Now notice I have a flat surface so all of it can get kind of browned on there. Now I have my oil here. You can see, you can use the test here to see that it's starting to fizzle. That means that I can be ready for my tortilla to go in. I'm going to put it in here. But maybe it wasn't. Let me turn my heat up. How deceiving. Okay, you can kind of see on the sides there now it's coming. We're just going to be frying these up hard. Otherwise, you could just buy hard shells, but I prefer to do it myself. We're going to flip both sides. That's awesome. Yeah, Ohio, I know at least in Cincinnati, they have a lot of street art, which I think is awesome. So you may enjoy that, especially downtown. Okay, so my shell is frying here. I'm just going to give it a little flip because I don't want to tostada, but I do want it fried. And I have everything set up here. I'm going to give it a couple minutes for this to fry. Not a couple minutes, but a few seconds or so. Okay, then I take my shell out. Drain your oil out like so. Okay. And then I let it just chill out on this little bacon rack. How I have there. So we're going to do a couple of them. Let those fry up. Let's check on our corn. Giving this a mix here. Okay, now you can see how some of it is starting to get stuck at the bottom there. Good. Our moisture is coming out of this. We're going to turn our fire off and let that sit for just a sec. Okay, let me tend to this tortilla. I almost forgot about that quickly. Flip it to the other side here. Okay, what are you guys having for dinner? Or do y'all like to cook? Because I put recipes out and a lot of people say they make them. But some people, I'm like, are y'all just looking at them watching or do y'all actually make them? Oh, and please, well, hello, welcome. I am from Ohio. I'm in Cincinnati. Okay, I'm going to put my tortilla shells over there. I think I'll do maybe like just 4 for now. I'll show you. Listen, it's okay to start young. Especially if you're showcasing your art. That will be good. You see how this bubbles up here? What's a good side dish to have with stir fry? Sometimes rice goes with it. You can put a rice in there, or if you want, you can put a noodle in your stir fry. But that always works. Oh, okay, Cleveland. Welcome to Jennio.Vittles School of Heat. So those that are just coming in, we are making Mexican street corn chicken tacos. And you gotta bear with me because I am filming with one hand and cooking in the other. Leftovers tacos always hit. Okay, you see my shells over there? I'm gonna do one more for now. I'll do the rest later because I said this is a quick recipe. Okay, but anyway, what are the rest of you guys having, or what other kind of recipes would you guys like to see? I like to do, I have a family, that's what I'm cooking for. So I like to do family friendly, budget friendly meals, stuff that I hear is that my family likes to like, but I'm always open to hear what other people like to do as well. Okay, so that doesn't take long to fry these up, my hard shells. I'm just gonna take this out here. Okay, look at that. Okay, multitasking is out all high right here. And yes, I have. I have seen the Minecraft movie. I took my son. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna put you down. Look, my phone got hot. Okay, there we go. Look, my cheeks got rosy from the heat. Okay, so I have my. I feel like this is not gonna be a big enough bowl. Do I need another? I'm gonna put this in here. Okay, so I'm gonna put my corn that I just put in here. Anyway, we did see the Minecraft movie. I thought it was pretty good. It was a lot of interesting characters that they casted for the movie, but it was still good. Okay. Put my corn here now. In this same skillet, we're gonna cook our chicken too. Okay. Now, guess what? We're more than halfway done. So far, in less than 30 minutes, we've finished our corn, our sauce, we fried tortillas, and I did an introduction already. Well, welcome April March from we're South Carolina. We're glad to have you. We have here we want to see you make a crab and cheese stuffed bell peppers. A mac and cheese? That sounds good. I'm down for that. For those of you that are just joining, we are making Mexican street corn chicken tacos. Okay, so we've made this sauce from scratch that just took a few minutes. We just roasted our corn. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and mix that all together. Let me put this in my sink here, and I'll show you what this looks like in a minute. Okay. And honestly, the way they have the turnaround with movies and stuff these days, from theater to TV, it doesn't take long. I feel like it's back in the day. I'm showing my age, but it used to come out on VHS. It seemed like it took months and months, maybe even a year or so for it to come out. But now it's like as soon as it's coming out of the movie theater, it's been in there a month. Now it's on Netflix. No complaints my way, but it just feels like it's coming out quicker. Okay, and here's our corn that we're going to be putting on top of our tacos. Okay, so I'm going to set this to the side for just a second. Y'all keep an eye on that. Now, in the same pan again, I'm going to get that going. We are going to cook our chicken. So we just seasoned our chicken just a few minutes ago. We had that sitting and vibing out for just a few minutes here. Thank you. And what grade are you in, if you don't mind me asking? I'm a former teacher. I used to teach 4th grade, but then I was teaching K through 12 when I did, I was teaching for GED, so all the levels. We're going to put some more of that steak butter in there to cook our chicken in. This is just going to take just a few minutes, but in the meantime, we're going to do some prepping, okay? Let me toss this away, or just set this to the side for a second. Okay, so while that's getting ready, that butter is melting down. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna cook my chicken in just a second. I'm just trying to clean my little workstation real quick. Okay. All right. Now let me get a little plate here. Got our plate. So while we are waiting, okay, third grade. I love third grade. I do a lot of testing that year. But you should almost be finished with the school year, which is great. Okay, here's my tortilla shells. I fried them up so you can tell they're kind of hard now. They're going to be perfect for our tacos. Now, we're going to get our shells ready. I'm going to put chicken on the bottom and then the street corn on top. And then I did leave a little extra cilantro to top the top with. And then we're going to do a taste test. I have a surprise guest, my son, who hopefully will be willing to do a taste test for you guys. Aiden, are you going to do a taste test? Maybe. He always does taste tests on my videos. Will you be doing the taste test tonight?
Yes.
Okay. So, here he is. You want to say hello?
Hello.
Okay, this is my son. He's 10. His name is Aiden. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now we have our butter melted. We're going to cook up our chicken tenderloins in here. I'll call you when they're ready so you can do a taste test. Okay, kids always give an honest feedback. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the standardized test, but I hope you did well. You tried. As long as you tried your best, that's all that matters. And also, your grades in school don't define who you are as a person. That's what I used to always tell my kids, because testing is so stressful. It doesn't need to be. I'm not sure why they even have state standardized testing for children. I'm not going to go on that rant today. But anyway, I will say a prayer for you that everything goes well. Okay, let's get all of our chicken in here. I hope we can. All right. Okay, good. Now, I don't need to put any additional in here because I did put olive oil on the chicken. All right. Okay, look who's here. Thomas Foster, welcome. We are making Mexican street corn chicken tacos today. I know it's not Taco Tuesday. We're a little late to the show, but better late than never. Okay, so in the meantime, guys, while I am chatting and the stuff is cooking, we need to clean our area. So I'm going to get some hot water going. If you don't clean as you go, it'll save yourself the time. And plus, nobody likes to cook in a dirty kitchen. I know I do not, and you should not want to either. Okay, so we're going to get our thing here. Yeah, ELA is a very hard subject for a lot of people. It's a hard subject to teach, to understand, because the English language is very challenging. But as long as you try your best, you'll eventually get it. Ask questions when you need to. Okay, let me throw all my things. I got some scraps here I got to throw away, guys. And once again, I do appreciate everybody that is tuning in and making these with me. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch, especially since I'm getting used to doing lives, my little online YouTube cooking show for now, until we're doing the real deal. Okay, so I have my stuff over here to the side. Our chicken is cooking quickly, and I just need to put 2 more things in the fridge here. I can put my seasonings away. Do you guys use seasoning all the time? In case you didn't know, I'm going to say this again. Niger Grill. The best low sodium seasoning in the game, all purpose. Go and get it. I don't even use like Lawry's and stuff anymore because it's full of high sodium. But that has flavor. It just works. Okay. I'm going to leave these 2 out. The rest I'm going to put up just a sec. And Thomas, how was your day today? And thank you for tuning in today. On my live, I usually do like TikTok lives, but now I'm trying to get used to doing YouTube because Aiden said I need to do lives on YouTube, so I'm trying those. Well, listen, it's okay. You were spelling it phonetically how you heard it. You can get that seasoning on Amazon, Etsy, TikTok Shop, Walmart.com. It's everywhere. But I promise you, go and get it. And he offers, like, if you follow him on social media, I think he still offers free samples. So his name is Niger Grill Spice Mix. If you look at my stuff, you can follow me, Jennio.Vittles, same here on TikTok. And you'll see a lot of his recipes that I use in there. I'm trying to show y'all my chicken, and I have it on my sieve. Okay, so now our chicken is looking pretty good. It's got that nice, beautiful color on there. I'm going to turn my heat down a touch because I don't want my chicken cooked on the outside and raw on the inside. We're not doing that at all. Okay? But sometimes what I like to do is I like to cook the sides here. I like to cook the sides, and then I'll let it rest for a few, slice it, and then get a nice good sear char since I'm not grilling it. So if you ever want to go that route, that way you can ensure your chicken is done. Okay? So we're going to let that vibe out for just a few. And while we're doing that, we can chat. Okay, let's look at our time. 37 minutes in. We're doing very good. Okay, now mind you, we've done everything from scratch in our timing, and we're doing very well. Okay, because I said we're not about to spend a whole bunch of time at the stove cooking after a long day. I know I don't want to, and I'm sure you all don't want to. And we also don't want to eat out. Okay, I'm exercising. So has Thomas. Okay, I see you. You're doing a good job. So we want to stay on task with what we have going on. Okay, where's my little tray? Let me wash my tray really quick. Give me just a sec. Because we're going to cut our chicken up on this tray. Give it a nice slice. And then put it back in there and get it a good char. That's only going to take a few minutes. Now, chicken doesn't take long. That's why I like to use the tenderloins or thinner cuts, because if you're cooking like a large chicken breast, a nice thick one, it's going to take you a minute to cook. Now, I usually say don't rush your stuff, but I said we're not trying to take all day. So I'm going to put a couple of these on my board here. We're going to slice these up. It smells heavenly in here, by the way. Now, normally, I would say try to get your marinating your chicken for at least 24 hours. But, nobody had time for that today. Let me get my knife. And I'm just going to cut into small pieces. I'll show you. It's very tender. I like to just cook it and then cut it because it's much easier. Less effort. Let's get you a piece of this chicken so you can see how juicy it is. Okay? We got a nice juicy piece of chicken here. This is going to be fire in these tacos here in just a couple minutes. And your taste tester will be able to give his approval. Hopefully he gives a good approval. But he usually is not pretty picky. Are you guys like picky eaters? But I do have to, I'm going to try that. You know what? I think I made have I made a crab dip before? Actually, it wasn't a mac and cheese. Oh, you only watch YouTube? Okay, see, that's good to know. See, I have just started recently, like, just watching everything, you know? I was not aware that so many people watched YouTube until my husband's brother and my son, they just are like, I'm watching YouTube. They want to watch TV, but they're only, like, streaming YouTube. So that's why it's my son's suggestion, like, oh, you should go live on YouTube. So here we are. That's good to know. Well, thank you for coming. You have a good night, sweetheart. Have a good day at school tomorrow. And good luck with everything. Maybe you can join again one day. Yes, definitely good luck with your testing. Do you guys agree with that standardized testing too? My kids used to get such anxiety about it. Even the teachers, like for us, the amount of pressure they put on us, making sure that the kids um, are doing well on these tests. Like, let's make sure the kids are taken care of first. Do they have food? Do they have shelter? Did they sleep last night? Those kind of factors, you know, before you want me to shove a test down their throat that you think is going to determine their livelihood. No. So, I'm not going to go on a rant on that today, but I do not agree with the standardized testing. You just want, it's just like, how well can you remember a bunch of facts? Okay, so this is some of the chicken I have here. I'm going to put some of this back in the pan here because we're going to finish sauteing that to get a nice little char on it. And this is maybe about 90% finished already. And also, if you are one of those people that have difficulty figuring out when is the temperature of your chicken finished, go ahead and try that route, doing the cooking it partially. And make sure your heat is not on a high. On a medium high, it will get it done. When you have it high, that's how you think. That's why you think it's done, because the outside is burned up, but the inside is raw. So sometimes cook with your fire down. It's okay to cook. Take a few extra minutes to turn that down and do it right. Oh, awesome! It is my pleasure, and actually, I really enjoy. It's like I feel like I'm in my little at-home little cooking show. I'm going to be cooking anyway, so I might as well be showing other people what I'm doing, how to do it, or things like that, you know. And I've seen a lot of creative people on here so far too, so I do enjoy that. If you are just joining too, I do ask you please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. You may hear my husband coming in just a minute. So if you hear him like rowdy coming in, that's who it is. And anyway, we're almost done cutting this chicken. And then we're going to be eating here in just a few minutes, okay? All right, so we have small little pieces here. They are nice and juicy. We're going to put these back into the pan. I'll show my pieces here. Let me turn my camera around in just a second once I finish cutting these. Last tender. Okay. What's up, babe? I told them you were coming in. I'm doing a YouTube live right now. Yeah, he came in quiet today. My son came trying to tell him that he needed to be quiet coming in.
That looks good.
Thank you. You're going to taste test here in just a second. Okay, we're going to put the rest of our chicken here back into the skillet so we can get it browned up. Give me a second. I'm going to turn my camera around for you to see. Okay. Ooh, this is smelling so good too. Okay. So here's our chicken here. Thank you so much. I don't know what the double tap the screen means, but thank you for that. I'm still learning YouTube. I'm still a novice. Okay. So this is what our chicken is looking like. Look how flavorful it looks. Tender, juicy. Okay, we're not doing dry chicken ever. And if you learn it from me, you're not going to be doing dry chicken in your kitchen either. That's why I tell everybody we got heat over here. Okay, we'll give that just a couple minutes. Let's clean our area really quick. We're going to be plating up here in just a second, doing a taste test, and we're going to be finished, guys. All right, so for those of you who are just joining, we do have our tortilla shells that I fried up. These are just white corn tortillas. They just took a minute or two to fry up. I wish I had my little taco holder. I don't have it right now, so it is what it is. So once this chicken finishes here in just a sec, okay, now you see how we don't have any pink pieces or anything like that. If you do, This is how you can determine how much longer you need to cook your chicken. But I mainly wanted this because I wanted, you see those white pieces, I wanted them to be brown. I'm just a visual person, okay? I need it to be visually appealing. Okay, let's get our tacos going. I'm gonna start the plate up here. So I'm gonna take some of the delicious chicken straight out of the skillet. Okay, we're gonna fill our shell here with some of that chicken. Oops, good thing I washed my counter down because it's all over. I'm gonna put a couple more pieces in. Good grief. Now, if I was cooking for other people, that would go in the trash, but my son, they don't care. Okay, let me fill this up. And I just like a crispier shell. You can have flour tortilla if you want, but that's why I'm using corn. Okay, so we got our chicken in. Now we're gonna add our corn. So let's get our corn in here. We're gonna put that on top, like so. And I love to do a garnish, so we are gonna do a garnish, of course. Okay, okay. Ooh, these look fire, okay. They didn't take long. They don't cost a whole bunch of money, because first of all, your girl don't have a whole bunch. But you still want to eat delicious. Feed your family, okay? We're gonna garnish these with just a little bit of cilantro. Put a little of that on top. Aiden, I'm ready for you. Okay. I'm gonna squeeze just a little bit of lime juice on top, just for a little something, something. And just a little sprinkle of cotija cheese. So hold on. Okay, I got my certified taste tester in here. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, my name is Aiden.
Okay. Okay, I keep calling this cotija cheese because that's what I normally use. Today I have queso fresco. Okay. So, let's turn this around so you guys can see. Okay, look how delicious those look. Okay, period. Thank you so much. Now, the ultimate test is how do they taste?
Can I have one now?
Okay, go ahead. What do you think?
They're great.
Okay, hold on. Let me get a taste test too. Cheers. They are quite, look at them, all over my mouth. Delicious, okay? Thank you guys for joining me today. Meet me back here next Thursday. Probably the same time. I'm going to be doing another recipe. Tell everybody we got heat over here. Make sure y'all follow my socials and stuff. Y'all have a blessed day.
Bye.
Look, he got food in his mouth too. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me again. I really appreciate it. All the support and interacting with me. That means a lot. Tell everybody we got heat over here. All right, enjoy.